This is just opinion. Today's question is, should Prince Harry call off his appeal? If you enjoy this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Prince Harry is currently appealing against the Home Office decision to remove his state-funded police protection. Some people believe that he should continue to pursue this line of action. However, I believe that he and his wife, Meghan Markle, already know that he is going to lose, and therefore, I feel that Prince Harry should withdraw his appeal. In order to address the question of whether or not Harry should continue his appeal, it's first necessary to consider whether or not he should have taxpayer-funded security in the first place. Although some people believe that he should, I'm of the opinion that he should not. It seems that Harry himself believes that he should receive police protection, as he is allegedly of the view that his mother's death resulted from her not having royal security after she left the royal family. Harry allegedly believes that the car crash that killed his mother happened because the car in which she was travelling was being pursued by the paparazzi. It may be the case that Harry feels that had his mother had the same level of security that she had as a member of the royal family, that this crash might not have happened, and, consequently, that his mother would still be alive today. Additionally, Harry may fear that without royal security for himself and his family, a similar fate may befall them. Although these may, on the surface, appear to be legitimate concerns, digging a little deeper reveals their lack of validity. This is because it was not, in fact, the lack of security that killed Diana, Princess of Wales. The princess died because the driver of the car she was travelling in was drunk. Having royal security would not have saved Diana. Harry can prevent his own family from dying in a similar way simply by not travelling in cars with drunk drivers. Publicly funded police protection is not needed in order to achieve this, and therefore Harry should not be provided with state-funded security. Although I believe that Prince Harry's security should not be publicly funded, and therefore that he should put a stop to his appeal, I also believe that some of the reasons often put forward in favour of this are more valid than others. Some try to argue that Harry should not receive police protection because he has betrayed his family. They argue that by doing interviews and releasing a book in which he has done nothing but badmouth his relatives, he's lost the right to the protection offered to many of those family members. However, I feel that this is irrelevant. Those who believe that Harry's treatment of his family is a reason for not providing him with police protection are basing this view on subjective emotions. Simply put, they do not like Harry because of his behaviour. However, the decision about whether or not Harry should have publicly funded protection should not be based on whether or not he is a nice man. Rather, it should be based on whether or not he meets the criteria for royal security. So let's examine this. Some people erroneously believe that Harry should be entitled to state-funded security simply because he is a member of the royal family. They point out that he is the son of the king and a prominent figure who could be subject to targeted attacks. However, the criterion for receiving publicly funded police protection is not that one is a member of the royal family per se, but that one is a working royal. In other words, a member of the royal family who does not have a private income and instead is funded by the state in return for performing public duty. This means that non-working royals do not receive taxpayer-funded security. And we can see this in practice with other non-working royals. Prince Andrew, for example, is another high-profile member of the royal family, but not a working royal, and as such does not have taxpayer-funded police protection, having lost this when he stepped down from royal duties in 2019. Harry is also not a working royal. He does not carry out royal duties, and instead he earns his own money. Consequently, in line with other non-working royals and policy itself, Prince Harry should not receive taxpayer-funded security, and therefore he should not be appealing to regain these services. However, another argument put forward by misguided proponents of the view that Harry should have police protection is that even if Harry pays for his own private security, this could never be on the same level as what could be offered by the British security services. They claim that it is not enough for Harry to surround himself with bodyguards. In order to ward off any attacks, his people need to be forewarned of any possible security risks, and this can only be achieved by having access to the intelligence that only the British security services can provide. However, I'm afraid that my rather flippant rebuttal to this is that perhaps Harry should have thought about this before he left the royal family. As previously established, Harry gave up his right to royal protection when he stopped being a working royal. Before standing down from this role, he should have considered whether or not he would be happy with all that went along with doing so. If he had done this, he might have realised that he did not want to lose the intelligence-led protection that his working royal status afforded him. However, it would seem that he did not fully think through the consequences of his decision, and now does not want to live with the after effects. The fact is, Harry has made his bed, so he will just have to lie in it, perhaps with his own sword under his pillow, so that he can defend himself. However, the most significant reason why Harry should discontinue his appeal is that it would seem that he himself may now want to do this. A source close to his wife, Meghan Markle, has said that Meghan wants Harry to call off his legal action. At first glance, it may seem that Meghan is not supporting her husband. However, I feel that a more likely interpretation is that this is the start of a face-saving operation. So far, Harry has been very forthright in his determination to fight for police protection. Therefore, backtracking at this late stage could be very embarrassing for him. There may be reasons, though, why he would actually like to back down. Harry is unlikely to win his appeal, meaning that not only will he have to pay his own legal expenses, but also those of the state, a figure which is reported to run into the hundreds of thousands or even millions. This would put a serious dent into the Harkle coffers. That Harry might seek to avoid this might be his real reason for wanting to stop his appeal. Yet a more reputation-friendly reason might be that he is doing so for the sake of his family. His wife is finding that he is too consumed with the legal action, and therefore he is discontinuing his appeal so that he can devote more time to her and their children. Therefore, far from dissenting from her husband, it may be that Meghan is laying the groundwork for Harry to abandon his appeal in the most dignified way possible. Yet, whatever the reason, be it that Harry does want to spend more time with his family, or that he simply cannot afford the legal battle anymore, it is certainly possible that Harry himself wants to withdraw his appeal, and that would be by far the strongest reason for him to do so. In conclusion, I fervently believe that Prince Harry should not have taxpayer-funded security, and therefore that he should call off his legal appeal to regain these services. Harry is mistaken in his alleged belief that the only way to protect his family is to have police protection. Furthermore, as a non-working royal, he is no longer entitled to state-funded security, or indeed to the intelligence that goes along with this. And, most importantly, it would seem that Harry himself might want to put an end to his legal battles, be this for financial reasons, or because he really does want to spend more time with his loved ones. Taking all of this into account, I firmly believe that the best course of action would be for Prince Harry to put a stop to his legal proceedings. I hope you found the views expressed in this video engaging. Please add your own opinions and any other comments below. Thanks for watching.